Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 8 of the AngryRagdoll Podcast. I'm Mr. Busy, your host, and as usual, I have with me today
Logic.
This episode is sponsored by Arcade Buster Every Gamer's Paradise. And today, this is the first episode after 2 weeks, 2 straight episodes that we had guests on the show. The first week we had the guys from Arcade Buster as our sponsors, and then last week we had It Joe Time. And we were probably gonna have another one.
Another
one.
We have them all locked in a cage.
Yeah, exactly. They're all like secretly somewhere and spread all over Britain and America. But nonetheless,
and one in Japan.
Some top stories here that pretty interesting. I wanted to say something else. Oh yeah, we're also close to 10 episodes, hitting 10 episodes of the podcast.
And there may be a special thing on the 10th episode.
Yeah. Well, there's going to be a couple. What I wanted to do actually is have the 10th episode originally be like, because there's PAX East in like a couple of days. I wanted it to be like that, but it's going to be next episode. It's going to be on the 9th, not on the 10th episode. Which kind of sucks. But on the 10th episode, we're going to have a couple of cool things, and hopefully person. Hopefully. Maybe. But nonetheless, I think we're going to start off this week. And you're going to do the honors. You're going to start off by talking about a very big subject.
Okay, well, Nvidia has said that the PS4 is not worth the cost of what it kind of made. Is it not worth the cost of what it's like being priced at, or how much it costs?
It's just not worth buying it, I guess.
Yeah. And Nvidia are the people who made the PS4's graphics card, so
yeah, exactly.
This is a pretty big deal.
Usually make graphics cards, and they teamed up with PlayStation to make some compatible graphics and stuff like that for the PlayStation itself. Well, why do you think Nvidia, so the guys who actually partnered with PlayStation, also with the PlayStation 3, why do you think they're coming out of the blue saying, we don't think the PlayStation 4 on second thought isn't worth buying. You should just spend your money on the new Xbox. What do you think they're trying to say by that? I mean, they actually helped make it. I mean,
normally if you put your product into someone's thing, you'd back it.
Exactly. So what are they doing here? What are they trying to do? I mean, are they like out of the blue just they started working with Microsoft, so they're like, oh, you know what? Fuck PlayStation. They just buy all the Xbox.
I mean, unless they're trying to like get in with Microsoft, I don't really see any other reason for them to like hate on the new PS4. And I know originally the PS4 did get like quite a good response for it, but there has been quite a bit of negativity about it.
Right.
Because like I personally thought the share button idea was like a really good idea.
Yeah, we've been talking about that.
I know.
For
that share button.
But then 4 episodes, yeah.
Yeah, like talking to some other people, like they think it's like childish, like.
Yeah, we last week we talked with the Joe Time. He didn't like that at all.
Yeah,
and
and thinking about it, it is kind of not as a big a deal as I thought it was.
Oh, really? That's your conclusion?
Yeah, like if you think about it, it's not that big.
I mean, because you were like, "Oh my god, this is the best thing ever." What the fuck is this like?
That is probably because I just get stuck at a lot of games. But yeah.
So
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I mean, the PS3 is still selling. I mean.
Yeah. Okay. So senior vice president of content and technology at NVIDIA said in an interview that he's not sure. There was a negotiation that went on, and we came to the conclusion that we didn't want to do the business at the price those guys were willing to pay. Having been through the original Xbox and PS3, we understand the economics of console development and the trade-offs. Um, so what they're saying is that they are working, although they are working with both Sony and Xbox here, um, on
Yeah.
their consoles. But they're also saying that they're not willing, to put probably as much work and as much effort on this thing. They don't think it's worth that much, effort. I mean, just what do you think that's true? That they're right? I mean, the PlayStation 4 isn't that much effort. I mean, you just said that, all in all, after 4 weeks of saying that you love the share button, now that you just think, oh, it's something we can see also with the Xbox, and it's not the biggest thing. It is childish. It is childish, and that's pretty much what Nvidia are saying.
But I mean, if you think about it, like excluding the share button, um, mainly because that has got a lot of negativity. Um, how much of a step up is the PS4 from the PS3? It's not.
It's not
It's not. The only thing better is the graphics card which Nvidia made.
right.
So I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe they just don't think it's like up to standard.
right, but I mean, this is something that they participated in, put in work. I mean, PlayStation 3, I'm just going away from the PlayStation 4 now. PlayStation 3, damn, that was like 90% Nvidia. I mean,
Yeah.
all the contents inside the box. I mean, all these big partnerships. And this, do you think that this can hurt the company now? Or are people just going to say, like you just said now? I mean, are people just going to say, oh, on second thought, after what NVIDIA said, we also don't think that's, um, you know, something we want to buy.
I mean, it might do, but they might just be trying to get publicity. Is
Right.
another thing.
I mean, here, not only, I mean, Nvidia isn't a big part. I mean, it was more of a big part on the PlayStation 3, but now, I mean, they took part, but the guys who really, worked on it is AMD. Have you heard of those
Yeah.
company?
Yeah.
So these people are the rivals, which is a funny thing because they're working on the same project as the rivals. Although, is that why? Are they saying don't buy this product? Our rivals are working on it.
That they might be jealous that they didn't. that
Jealous. A
like you
multi-billion
said.
dollar company is jealous of another multi-billion.
Hey, it could be. Like you said, they were a big part of the PS3, and they weren't that much of a bigger part in the PS4.
Also, another thing, the senior vice president said that he said we're building a whole bunch of stuff, and we had to look at console business as an opportunity cost. If we say did a console, um, what other price of our business would we put on hold to chase after that? In the end, you only have so many engineers, there's so much capability, and if you're going to go off and do chips for Sony or Microsoft, then that's probably a chip that you're not doing for some other portion of your business. And at least in the case of Sony and Nvidia in terms of PlayStation 4, AMD has the business and Nvidia doesn't. We'll see how that plays out from business perspective, I guess. It's clearly not a technology thing. They're not saying it's, a technology thing. They're saying it's pure rivalry. It's just, think out of the box, and they don't really, I mean, how would you phrase it as?
Phrase what?
Like this whole thing that they just said it's not a technology thing. Oh no, it's a whole rivalry.
I don't really know. I mean, what you're saying, is it a rivalry, or you're saying it is? I'm confused.
I mean, what do you like? Because he said it's clearly not a technology thing. Let me
Yeah.
just put it in simpler words. What do you think it is then? If it's not a technology thing, I mean,
Well, then, if it's not technology, it must be some sort of rivalry or something like personal issues or something like that.
do you, okay? Because both AMD and um, Nvidia are working on both the new Microsoft product and Sony's product, and they said, it doesn't matter for which what chips you're making for, be it Sony or Microsoft, it's something that either way will get a lot of attention,
Yeah.
and it's a big battle. So this is what we're saying here is it's not only a battle of between Microsoft and Sony. It's also a battle behind the scenes of AMD and Nvidia, which can also
Yeah.
impact a lot. I mean, if Nvidia doesn't like Sony anymore, the PlayStation 5 can be a total wreck.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to add to this?
Not really. I mean,
Would you
it could. I mean, maybe they are like trying to get in more with Microsoft, and this is their way of kind of.
saying, oh, fuck Sony,
Yeah, yeah, basically. I mean,
go buy Microsoft product because we're getting more money from them.
yeah. I mean, they could be, like you said, they're not as big a part in the PS4, so they might be annoyed over that. And then, yeah,
But like people are saying, we'll see what happens with it.
yeah,
Okay. Next thing we're gonna move. Next topic here we're gonna talk about. Uh, is about Dice. Dice are the guys, for all you guys who do not know, are the ones who made Battlefield 3 and all of those good games.
woo,
Mirror's Edge. They are in the making of Mirror's Edge 2 and all that good stuff. Uh, Battlefield 3, just before we talk about this whole topic, Battlefield 3 is one of the only games that came out and didn't really have a lot of bugs, which was very interesting to see.
oh, it's such a good
A
game.
lot of games that have been coming out recently have a shit ton of bugs. Either it be, on the first day of launch or the week after. And Battlefield 3 has been going straight, no bugs at all ever since. And that run hasn't, stayed for long because now DICE has strongly advised all their players to download the new Battlefield 3 patch.
Yeah,
This patch is not your normal one.
it is
One.
big.
It's 1.92 gigs. This isn't your normal game 500 megabyte,
Yeah,
patch. This is a whole new game. I mean, the game itself is 8 gigs, so this is almost 2 gigs. This is a big chunk of the game.
what have they changed?
I mean,
With the 2 gigs, basically.
and according to the description, it says the update contains various tweaks and fixes to the Battlefield 3 multiplayer component. Now, in other words, what they're saying is download a patch because we don't really want to say this publicly, but what we're saying between the lines is Battlefield 3 multiplayer is suffering from so many bugs.
Last time I played, it wasn't.
It wasn't really. Okay, when did you play this last time? Because I actually
weeks.
played this and it has a lot of bugs now.
I was playing it a few weeks ago, and mine was fine.
A lot of what have you been playing on console? What?
Console.
Okay, so the PC is having a lot of
Oh,
more for the PC.
yeah.
Also because the end game content and all these patches. I mean, do you think that they could have held on a little bit longer without all these bugs? I mean, at some point, every game has its own bugs, and they're gonna have to fix it sometime. But I know you wanted to say something.
I was saying, like, Battlefield 3 is coming to the end of its lifespan. I mean,
What do you mean by that?
it's they got Battlefield 4 and everything is going to start coming up soon, I think. And,
So
I
you
don't know.
think even though there's a big patch now which says fix your game, and between the line it's just saying, oh, our game is now shit. Fix it. No, literally, this is what they're saying.
Yeah, yeah.
We're
I
having
mean, 2 GB
too
patch.
many bugs to fix, so we're just gonna throw a 2 gig patch that's
Yeah.
gonna take like 50 hours to download because like 50 million people are downloading it all at once.
Yeah.
So you're saying that other than this, no, people don't really care anymore. I mean,
if you're like a hardcore player of it, then yeah. But I mean, I don't really care if there's bugs. I mean, to be honest, I'm fine as long as they're not ridiculous.
it's your usual. Well, it's like in-game bugs, and then when you join games.
Yeah, yeah.
Also,
But
a lot of glitches.
I've just seen like there was a comment in the thing that said since I from Sprigsy UK. Since I patched my Xbox version, I've been having a great glitch. I click on the onto multiplayer. It then tells me I have the wrong disc and asks me to insert disc 1. It then changes its mind and asks for the single player disc but doesn't have a cancel option. So I have to switch the discs. It did this to me 5 times before it suddenly had the
Epiphany,
ep-
yeah.
epiphany that the correct alright
The
that the
correct
correct
disc.
disc was in fact in the drive and allowed me to play the game. It does this every goddamn time. Hope at least a handful of people are experiencing the same thing and Dice notice as it's driving me up the wall.
So what? This guy, it took him 5 times to change because it always told him like to change between discs because the console version comes with like so many discs. It's
There's 2.
yeah, that is so
Yeah.
many discs. Usually games don't
Yeah,
come with
yeah.
2 discs, but you know.
But you know what the really stupid thing is? On both discs, it gives you the single player and multiplayer option. But if you have the single player disc in and you click on multiplayer, it just tells you to change disc.
No.
It's weird. But anyway, carry on.
Um, you know, someone is asking here, Halal, saying, are those patches big because they contain all the DLC trailers and stuff? This is the thing. No, they're not. Usually when game patches, not only they contain bug fixes, but big DLCs. Um,
Yeah,
which is your normal, patch fix for a game. Here, no, this isn't a 2 gig, DLC plus all these things. This is a 2 gig bug fix.
yeah.
That's how bad their bugs are. And
And I
for the
mean,
game.
also, like, some people, like, my friend he bought an Xbox recently.
Yeah.
And he bought the, I mean, 'cause he didn't have that much money. He bought the £150 Xbox. It was 4 gig hard drive. That's why it was so cheap. It was 4 gig.
Yeah.
And you can't, and it's the slim one, so you could buy an upgrade for it, but he doesn't have the money. I mean, this is gonna screw him over. Like,
I mean,
do
also, a lot of people here are saying, about hard drive space.
yeah,
This can take up. People don't have infinite hard drive space, even though 250 sounds like a lot. Believe me, but the amount of people that have the like insane amount of games, and
yeah,
they want because let's say you have all these big games which are like 10 gigs, like even Halo, the 12 gigs, like GTA. I mean, all these save games are like all also add up to like 50 gigs.
yeah. I mean, like, I'm lucky. I have the 320 gig hard drive for my Xbox, so I'm like sorted basically.
Yeah.
But I mean, like going back to my friend who has the 4 gig, he has, which pretty much fills up all his hard drive. He has a lot of the older zombie maps
Oh
for
right.
Call of
Yeah.
Duty Zombies, which they're fun. I mean, you got all the originals like whatever, like
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I know where you're
And like
talking about.
he's either gonna have to get this patch and delete them, or delete them and get this patch. It's like
Right.
it 2 gig
I
for
mean, a
a
normal
patch is
game,
ridiculous.
including patches, can go up to 15 gigs. That's it. I mean, Borderlands 2, the game itself, plus all it's been coming like there are like 50 DLCs already for the fucking game.
Yeah.
Fixes are all like 20 gigs. That's it.
uh,
Battlefield 3, without the upcoming update, is and including all its bug fixes and DLCs, it's already 50 gigs. What do you think is going on with Dice? I mean, why are they doing all these big updates?
they're just trying to, like, 'cause the game is like it's known for its like quality, and I just think
Is
they're
that
just
is
trying to.
that why? I mean, there are a lot of good quality games. True, not
But
as
like
good, but
sound effects and like as far as FPS goes, like sound effects and graphics and stuff,
believe me, that takes like a gig.
Battlefield's up there. I mean, way above COD on realism. I mean,
Yeah.
way above. But I think they're trying to keep up the consistency.
I mean, because for PC users, that's not really that bad, but console users and most people use it for console. I mean, it's also for PC and the Xbox 360, that big update. But you
Yeah.
know, how much people are gonna have to buy extra storage now.
Yeah.
I mean, there is an infinite amount, and including, let's say, okay, so Battlefield 3 is gonna has a new 2 gig patch. Until Battlefield 4 is gonna come out, there's gonna be probably another 5 patches, and each one is also gonna be another like 2 gigs. And they're gonna
Mm.
pretty much, and people also, like I said, have a lot more games that they want to play. I mean, they're not all gonna give their space Battlefield 3. Can that
Yeah.
hurt sales and what people think about the game, even though it's a beautiful game and all that bullshit?
I don't really think it would hurt the game, to be honest. People will bitch about it, and like we are
Yeah, I mean,
like we are
people are
now.
like 50-50 on it. I mean, people are
Yeah.
saying I love the game, and then people are saying, oh, it's taking too much space.
Yeah, but I mean, it depends whether they want to get rid of some stuff and have this patch, or like me, I haven't got the patch yet, but I don't know whether I will. So there didn't seem to be too many bugs, and I'm fine with them. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't really mind it.
I mean, it's a forced patch, so you will get it.
Oh, okay, I will.
There goes
I
all your
will.
storage space. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to see like what are your thoughts about it, because you own a console, I own a computer, so I'm not really console guy, so storage space for me isn't such a big deal.
Yeah, like I said, I have the 300 and whatever gig hard drive. I mean,
You know,
but eventually, like with patches and like you said, Battlefield already it's like 50 gig.
yeah.
That catches up to you. I mean, 300 and something seems like a lot for a console, but I mean, it's still
If
not.
one game is 50 gigs, that
Yeah,
means you'll have you can only put like 5 or 6 games.
yeah,
That's not a lot. I mean, even Assassin's Creed, which is 3 times as big like as a game as Battlefield 3. I
mm.
mean, the world size, even okay, take Skyrim. World
Skype.
size, that's like insane. And it comes to 50 gigs. I get that because of all the DLCs. I mean, DLCs don't add, like a new map. They add like all these different quests and a whole new place and storylines and stuff like that. So, I mean, people are just going to start. I mean, this is a big waste of money, I guess, for people.
Yeah, I
I mean,
guess.
also to add storage to your Xbox is going to cost a lot more than adding to your PC.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that makes a big difference.
Mm.
Uh, okay, next subject. That's you. That's the statue. This is a very fun topic to talk about. And
Oh wait. Oh yeah. Okay. Bethesda is launching
wait, wait,
or
wait.
launch.
Bethesda
Well,
are the guys who made Skyrim.
yeah.
To be perfect.
Clearing that out. They are launching a $300, which is about £150.
No,
Skyrim. Yes.
is it? Oh, okay, yeah, true.
It's. I'm gonna look it up right now. It is launching a $300 Skyrim Dragonborn statue. You're looking it
That's
up, aren't you?
198 pounds.
I was £45 off.
Dude, a regular statue costs 45 pounds. What? Like, what the hell?
It's
Usually,
stupid.
okay. So let's start off with the fact that the original
It
special
looks pretty
edition.
badass though.
Yeah, it does. This the original special edition Bethesda launch of what was it? Skyrim came with a lot of stuff, and that also cost a lot, but that came not with one big statue. First of all, it didn't cost $300. Second of
Yeah.
all, it came with also a statue and all these different maps and codes and like art book, which can cost a lot, but it's just for all these collectors. Now,
I mean, are they gonna spend this $300
but
for
wait,
as
yeah,
a?
exactly. I mean, there's I don't think but there's a company, I forgot their name. They're from the UK, and they make special statues for Team Fortress 2, which cost around $400 to $500,
Yeah.
and these are like life-size statues. I mean, yeah, it is pretty insane. I mean, and they're all hand painted. I mean, there's a statue which you can buy for $600, which is a life size turret from the game.
Yeah.
And it's cool. I mean, for a collector and a gamer who has extra money, I guess, or something that he got from his birthday, he could spend that just to make his room look all cool and stuff like that.
Like a
But
giant turret in
I
your
mean,
room.
this is a hand painted dragonborn statue. It measures 16 inches tall. This 16 inches is not a lot. Okay,
No, that's, yeah.
16 inches. How much is that in centimeters? I don't know.
That wait,
Rich.
16 inches is a foot and 4 inches.
Okay, so that's not a lot. This isn't a life-sized heavy or a medic. This isn't a life-size sentry. I mean, this is nothing. And all the other ones are hand painted and they cost like 100 extra bucks. Why
Yeah.
would someone pay $300 for this?
Because they're cool.
Okay, let's be serious here.
I have no idea why they would.
Because there's only 1,000 made in the world.
So I guess that's a good enough reason.
And then there's like exclusive edition, which features an additional. Um, oh my god, I can't believe I'm reading this. The special edition, which costs $329.99, is only limited to 500 units. You know what's the coolest thing in this? This is total sarcasm for all our listeners. It features an interchangeable arm which holds a pulsing fireball.
No
And
way.
His hand
No.
from
No
normal
way.
hand to an arm that holds a fireball.
No, that is.
What? And the fireball doesn't even light up.
Oh god, that has won me over.
And hey, it's gonna be just in time for the holidays. So
Yeah,
why not spend $329.99 for
on a fireball
arm?
that doesn't light up.
Yeah, and for a fucking arm that no one cares about. I mean, I would have gotten if it comes the big life-size sword, and the address or whatever they're called, shields, and all that is also hand painted. Well, why are people doing this? What?
That fireball doesn't
people
look
are
very
really?
realistic.
Do you think though people are really gonna buy this?
Yes, they will. Some people out there will buy this.
I mean, true. There's gonna be your usual collectors, but
I don't think there'd be a rush for.
yeah, because
Honestly,
usually there's a rush for the special
Yeah.
editions like Diablo, which had like a statue, which was pretty cool, and Mists of Pandaria when it came out, it had the small statue, which was also really nice. But this is
I don't think there'd be a mad rush for this.
this is too overpriced. I mean, the fireball looks like shit.
It looks horrible.
It's like orange shit.
looks like plastic.
Although I do have to say that the figure itself is very detailed.
Yeah, but then the fireball just looks like a Pokemon's pooped on his hand.
Yeah, exactly. And the funny thing, it's shown at as it like it's lighted up. It can light up, but it can't really.
I mean, that makes it look like proper big as well. The photo, like.
Yeah, exactly.
How
It looks
close was the
life-size.
camera?
It looks life size.
How close was the camera to that thing?
I don't know. It's really close. I mean, it looks life size with everything else. Probably you'll get like not even 16 inches. It's like 1 inch.
Mm. I'm just looking down the comments, see what people said.
Well, someone saying Bethesda should have sold this statue to the game museum.
This guy said $300 for this. Seriously? Am I the only one who thinks paying $300 for this piece of plastic way too much money? I'm all for being a collector, but seriously, save the money for a real worthwhile purchase.
Yeah, I mean, $300 for a statue not made out of valuable materials also makes me sick to my stomach. Oh wait, that's probably alcohol. Oops, good. I mean,
Ayy.
bad move, Bethesda. And someone also is saying, this is true fact. We all know that we're gonna buy this if we had the money, which is true.
I wouldn't buy it.
Oh come on.
I wouldn't. I don't have the need for that, really, to be honest.
Okay, let's say you're
If I was a Skyrim fanboy and I had the money,
exactly.
then yes, I
There are
would
a
buy
lot
it.
of there's millions of people who's played the Elder Scrolls series, so they would want to buy this. I
Yeah.
mean, even for their birthday. I mean, usually, for Christmas or for the holidays, usually people ask for like $400 products. Why not, change your mind and instead of buying the new PlayStation, which probably everyone will, why not buy this fancy looking 1 inch, doesn't have a light up fireball. His skin looks like my shit statue.
What is this guy must be like 10 or something. The
Yeah,
guy's commented saying, "What am I gonna do with it? Catch dust." He's talking about like he thinks it's like an action figure.
yeah.
It's a statue, you idiot. Come on. God,
I mean,
it's a collector's thing, it's not a toy.
a lot. Yeah, I mean, people are saying 300 for this. Seriously,
It does look good quality, but I just don't think it's worth $300.
yeah, looks can be deceiving in a picture. When you actually see it,
Blow like
it
shit.
it looks like plastic. Here it looks like full on, ceramic or whatever, like real materials.
Yeah.
I mean,
Apart from the fireball.
although the only reason why um they're making only 1,500 units is because it costs a lot. To
Maybe they
make,
just had like
I
five
mean,
pounds left
it costs a
over.
lot to make because it's hand painted.
Yeah. Maybe they had like £5 or dollars left over, so they thought they'd stick a fireball on the end of
Yeah,
it.
exactly. It's like, hey, you know what? We have millions, so why not spend like $10 on it?
Yeah, why not? Why
Could
not?
have
Why
spent. We
not?
could have actually put in money, and we could have made a life size dragonborn statue. But heck no, we need that to make our worst another bad game or another good game that everyone will forget after a year.
Or another DLC.
Yeah, I mean that's the problem. This game, like, I mean, the amount of people that stopped playing after a year because they got so bored. I mean, 300 hours. We talked about this last week.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's just why are game companies being so stupid with their money?
Why are you stupid?
Exactly. Hey, comment down below, Bethesda. No, joking.
Yeah, because we know you're watching this, we're going to spam you.
Okay. Let's see. I think we're gonna talk about another big thing, and
That's what she said.
you have to do this every single episode, don't you?
Maybe.
Do you want to talk about the SimCity thing? And do you, wait? I just want to ask before if you know what happened with the SimCity.
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna do
That's okay. God.
it. For all you guys who don't know, and as a big SimCity fan ever since SimCity 2000, I played pretty much every single SimCity that ever came out, even if it was if it was bad. And finally, we're not seeing SimCity 2013, just going back to the normal SimCity name. Um, People thought that this would be a huge launch. I mean, out of this world. People played the beta. There were some bugs. Okay, people thought. I mean, it's usual. Beta has some bugs, and they would think that the company would fix it. People on the company did fix it, but nonetheless, on the day that it did come out, first of all, there were so many people that played it that the EA servers crashed. Second of all, it had so many in-game bugs that you could literally not play it. Third of all, this is using Origin, which is like a digital copy of like where you can buy all these games, I guess, from EA. It's like your equivalent of Steam.
Yeah,
It's only for EA games.
yeah. Yeah,
I mean, SimCity is a strategy game which is supposed to be something uh, fun and easy to play. It took 4 hours for me, someone who bought the game, 4 hours to download it. And oh no,
yeah.
this isn't the day that it came out. This is a week after it came out. Still, we're having problems with it. So what EA are pretty much doing is they're giving away free PC games to anyone who bought SimCity, which I guess is a nice thing.
They're trying to make up for it.
Is that what you think they're saying? Like,
They screwed up, and they know they
but
screwed up. So then
they don't want to say it. I mean, they're just gonna say, "Oh, we're gonna be nice." They don't actually
they
say.
yeah.
Well, okay, keep.
I just think they know there's too many bugs in the game,
I mean,
and
cause
now they're just
go ahead.
they're trying to make, like, I don't know, not maybe not forget that they've messed up, but just trying to think, oh, they're nice, yeah, they messed up on a game, but who cares?
I mean, even though EA has like big titles and 1 million copies each day, but uh, they mess up a lot. They have a lot of problems, including with the servers. I mean, for all you guys who play FIFA 13, Madden 13, believe me, uh, there's nothing you can do about it. Every 5 seconds you get kicked out of a game because the servers suck. I mean,
So
they don't even want to say, okay, we're sorry. Like most people, when most game companies and developers say, they're just like, oh, okay, our bad. Here's a free game. Let's just make it up by giving you a game and not say anything about it, like nothing has happened. I mean, the issue will be resolved sometime. I mean,
and at some point in maybe the distant future.
okay, so this is a company that EA bought. They're called Maxis. At the beginning, EA didn't own them, but now they do. So anyway, Maxis general manager Lucy Bradshaw here. I'm just gonna say what she said. I'm gonna read an entire almost an entire blog post. She said, "Here's a quick update on the problems we were experiencing with SimCity. A little something extra for people who bought the game. The server issues, which began at launch, have improved significantly and have added more capacity, but some people are still experiencing response and stability problems that we're working fast to address." So I'm wrong. The short answer is a lot more people logged on than we expected, and this, like I said, I mean,
What?
this is EA. Could you? I mean, if you were the head of EA, would you have not have thought that? Okay, this isn't a small release. This isn't a fucking, I don't know. This isn't Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, which was a small release. This is something that people are waiting for. Have been waiting for ever since 2007, the last game, and the graphics are amazing, and they've changed so many things.
That's like we didn't expect so many people to log on.
I mean, you would have expected if you owned that big of a company.
What kind of an excuse is that anyway?
Yeah. Also,
It's not even an excuse.
he said that, okay, we agree that was dumb. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. This is Maxis. EA owns Maxis. This is someone from Maxis. If it would have been someone from EA itself, I would have stopped myself, but that was okay. Hey, we agree that was dumb, but we are committing to fixing it. In the last 48 hours, we increased server capacity by 120%. It's working. The number of disrupted experiences has dropped by roughly 80%. Something special for your trouble. I'm skipping ahead here. The good news is that SimCity is a solid hit in all major markets, which is a good thing. The problem here is Maxis, if they were not, if EA has a history of rushing games. They rush a lot of games. I mean, the reason why NBA Live, which was a game that was supposed to come out on 2013, did not come out was because they rushed it, and they were supposed to release it. Day of release, they said, "Bam, we're done. We're not going to release it." I mean, so they have a history of something like that, and if they would have not owned Maxis, I guess I bet you literally all my money that Maxis would not have released this big of a game for quite some time and
Yeah.
looked over. I mean, EA are not greedy for players; they're greedy for money.
Basically, yeah. They don't need to be greedy for players, they have enough.
Yeah. Also, she said, and to get us back in your good graces, we're going to offer you a free PC download from the EA portfolio. Um, yeah, but even though they're gonna get a free game, it's not gonna be a Battlefield 3. It's probably gonna be like this really really small game that no one plays that costs like
Yeah.
$1. I mean, it no, they're not gonna give free like for because there's been already like 4 million people who've played the game. They won't give out 4 million copies of Mass Effect 3, which cost.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, exactly. They would never do it. No, that's Ubisoft.
Oh well.
I mean, they wouldn't do that. Like, give 4 million people a $50 game.
No.
So even though they are trying to do something nice, I still think they really don't care about their players, and I guess they care about their money.
Yeah. Obviously.
Do you have anything else to add?
Not really. No. Just like what you said. They're just trying to make up for it. So free stuff all the way.
Yeah,
Because who says no to free stuff? Stupid people.
I do. No, I'm joking. um, we're gonna talk about we're going back to a topic actually that I talked on the first episode when I was all lonely and I had no friends. No, I'm joking. Um, and we talked about this on the third episode with Halo 1. A lot of games lately, including not long ago came out, what was it? Prince of Persia. Have you seen Prince of Persia?
No. Oh, by the way, have you seen John Carter?
No.
I watched it the other day. It's the worst film ever created.
And that's your gaming news for today.
It
I
is awful. Like, it was so bad.
haven't seen it.
Oh, the storyline made. I literally,
Well,
after
it
what.
ruined the whole topic right now, but whatever. Okay, keep.
Wait, after watching it, I was like, what did I just watch? I don't understand a thing. But get back to it. Go
It's
on.
like watching Miley Cyrus play Sherlock Holmes.
That'd be a laugh.
That would be a laugh. Have you seen
It would.
the trailer for Spring Breakers?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna show you the trailer after this.
no.
We started talking about movies. A couple of movies. Okay, so Prince of Persia. Which have you ever played the game? Have you heard of it?
Yes.
They made a movie. It wasn't a big success. People were talking about Halo movie. That wasn't a big success. Now they're making World of Warcraft movie. That wasn't a big success. That isn't until now a big success either. They want to make a Half-Life movie. We'll see. Probably that won't be either. And of course, the BioShock movie, which was supposed to come out with a new director, that was assigned to the movie. Because usually it's the same director. Because he made. I mean, it's hard to turn a video game into a movie.
Yeah.
And they had it in the works. And this is the director from Pirates of the Caribbean. This is not some porn director.
I love Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, I know, and that good of a director is getting assigned the task, a really hard task, of turning a video game into a movie. And this is BioShock. I mean, it has a little bit of horror elements to it.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Hey, I mean, it's not that scary. But and again, here we go. It's laid back. That's it. They're done. It was supposed to be. Wait, let me. I'll just check here. It was supposed to be a $168 million budget. Oh, actually, it's an $80 million budget, which is a lot for a movie.
It was concerns that it was going to go to 160 million.
Yeah.
That's what it says.
Wait, you're on the same. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah. But I mean, and it was also supposed to be approved for PG-13. But why? I mean, I get the fact, good directors like Gore Verbinski, who made Pirates of the Caribbean, which was a hit, would want to go and be assigned to make a game into a movie. Why are so many directors failing? I mean, is it really that hard to turn a game into a movie? I mean, and this isn't an open world game. This is a game with an actual storyline to it,
Yeah, yeah. But
attached.
how would you make it into a movie though?
Well, what do you think?
I
I mean,
it
you would have the story of the guy, who you play, going into Rapture, like the game, and meeting Big Daddy, and going through all these places, and seeing all these flashbacks and hear about his past, I guess.
hmm, I don't know. It could work. Maybe they just think because I mean, Pirates of the Caribbean is like the type maybe because he directed those types of films, like kind of well they are fantasy because they are pirates and stuff.
So we're real. What are you talking about?
No, but like there's like stuff in them that's fantasy.
Oh yeah, like the seven seas and stuff like that. Right.
Yeah, like Calypso
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly. Stuff like that.
Like maybe he thought, oh, he's good at that stuff, and
This video game film was announced in 2008. Okay, this wasn't
yeah,
a year ago. This is 2008, so that means more than 4 years ago.
you're good at maths.
No, that took me time. I- I'm actually editing this in real time, so I had like a 5 second break there, but your brain is just whatever.
Okay, your blabbering, carry on.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, here's take two. Is this it? Let me see. Okay, so someone said, I don't know exactly what said, they brought another director. Okay, here we go. So the studio brought in another director, and he didn't really think it was good enough. He didn't see the match. I
Yeah.
guess he also thought, how can you make a video game into a movie?
I mean, it hasn't been successful so far, so why would it work this time?
Right. Right. So I guess it was just like a small, I guess, thing.
Hmm.
It was supposed to be called The Watchmen.
Oh, God. These names they're coming up with these days.
Yeah, I know. Xbox, what was it?
Light.
Light
Or 720.
or Legend. That was a good one.
It wasn't.
But you know what? Well, we've been hearing about all these movies, and I guess some point directors and all these movie companies will say, let's just stop trying, because this is all these movies have been coming from one big company, Universal Studios.
Hmm.
The guys who made these big films, Hobbit, Pirates of the Caribbean, all these. So, I mean, even if they did come out with a movie, do you think it would have been would have actually been a success?
No, I mean, because also what I think it is, uh, like, not everyone knows what Bioshock is. I mean, people who aren't in the gaming community
Well,
would.
yeah, I mean, gamers would. I mean, not necessarily everyone from. I mean, people who watch the trailer and think it's cool, even if it's from a video game, would go see it.
Maybe.
You don't think so?
Well, if they said it was like based on a video game, I mean,
Yeah, I guess.
yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Um, for our last topic of the day,
We've been going for a while.
we've been going for almost. No, we've been going for 50 minutes.
Oh.
We just have a lot of topics lately. It's been hectic.
Been crazy.
And now, oh my God, next week, dude, this week is next week actually we're gonna record. It's gonna be the last day of PAX East, so that's gonna be even worse.
Woo.
We're gonna be sitting down for hours. Um. Anyways, this is interesting because you've read a little bit about this, haven't you?
A little bit.
This is an interesting thing. So what Valve are doing, um, they are partnering up with XI3, um, and what they're doing is they're calling their product a piston. What this piston is a $1,000. This mini computer that runs Steam and only Steam. This includes 3.2 quad-core AMD A10 processor and 8 gigs of RAM.
Mm.
It's built for Steam's big picture with 128 gigs of SSD drive with 256 and 512 gig models. And again, this isn't used for other things. This is only Steam. This is pretty much a console.
Yeah.
This is a mini PC acting like a console. The only thing that's on it and the only thing you can use it for is Steam's Big Picture. Have you used Steam's Big Picture yet? Have you used?
No.
Well, it's like a Steam version of an Xbox. I mean, it looks like a console pretty much. It's
Yeah.
TVs and stuff like that. But do you think Valve are taking the right step and partnering with someone and pretty much making this is a console? This isn't even a mini PC. I mean, it's the size of your palm. You can see a picture right there.
Yeah.
It's the size of your palm. That's insane. And it's not just like a regular. It's a 3.2 gigahertz quad core AMD A10 processor and 8 gigs of RAM. That's as good as my computer. Do you think this was the right step? I mean, in going console quality?
I mean, a lot of people, PC gamers, would be angry at them just because I know a lot of PC gamers do hate on consoles.
And you use Steam a lot. Would you buy that? It's only
No.
$1,000. I mean, true. It's
Only?
I mean, it's a PC. It's a hardcore PC.
No, I won't buy it.
Usually, PCs with these specs, are a lot more. But also, the only thing you can use here is Steam.
Yeah, if I had that money, I'd buy I'd buy a computer. I wouldn't buy that.
So you would buy even I mean, okay, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
The whole thing is just built to connect it to your TV, and this has a lot better specs. This has way better specs than any other console, even the PlayStation 4.
With that immense graphics card.
Yeah, exactly. Even that. I mean, even the tech demos that you saw on the how the everything looks so real. I mean,
Yeah.
this has a lot better.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this whole thing?
I think it is a good idea, and I mean, some people may buy it, but I don't know.
So probably, I mean, I agree with you that a lot of PC users would be angry because they don't
Are
like.
you angry?
To tell you the truth, I would have bought it if it would have been $800, not 1,000.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a box.
It's a box.
True, it has really good stuff in it. I mean,
Stuff.
it's like here's a good example. It's like you would buy a car and add, everything in there, all those good things. The original cost is like every console, which is $300-$400, and then you have this special upgraded edition,
Yeah.
and only run radio. But this radio, it has a radio system it's like built in like cinema. I mean, there's nothing like it's like 5.1 surround sound. I mean, you can plug in your earbuds into the roof. I mean, this is nothing like any car. Would you buy the car with, and you like radio, would you buy the car with that radio and spend the extra, $400 just for that radio, or would you stick with, the less mileage car, which has, your normal things?
I'd stick with the normal car.
You would not go, even though you really like the fact.
If I had the money, I would, obviously, but...
So you're saying that if you had the money, you would spend $1,000 on
Yeah,
Steam
yeah.
box?
Yeah.
I mean, just have them sitting around, clogging up space. I mean, it would... It's like a second computer, which I think is pretty cool, actually, because you would have this thing connected to your TV, and this would contain all your Steam. You know how much space that would take off your computer?
A lot.
A lot. I mean, 90% of most Steam users, their computer is filled with Steam games. I mean, even mine.
Yeah.
So just like, I don't know. I guess I would buy it. A lot of people would buy it. Did you look at the comments what people are saying?
Well, let me have a look now.
I mean, even people.
There's
Someone saying,
there's one guy.
yeah, go ahead.
This guy just went fuck Valve.
Someone saying even if Valve's Steam box is priced at $6.99 like usual consoles, it still won't do well against consoles. Anyway, the Steam box is just a Valve branded PC. It is running
Yeah,
Windows 8, then it is okay, and it is running Windows 8. So what they're saying is what adds the 1,000 like an extra $400 is it has Windows 8,
yeah.
which you can do nothing. Literally, you can only run Steam on it,
Hmm.
and it
Yeah.
has the Valve logo on it, which is an extra probably $200.
It's like this guy saying who's gonna spend $1,000 on a Steam box. That's like, it's true.
Yeah. Oh, there's someone here who says, okay, this was what Valve would say. Call the guys at XI3 and have them release tech specs and price point for the Steam box to the media. XI3, $1,000 piece of shit. Take that console, noobs. Gaming community. Are these guys serious? Valve, we don't know these guys.
What do you think this guy said? This is expensive, but that should be a given. It's state of the art. It's state of the art work in miniaturization. Even if they flop for now, we could well be seeing a lot of stuff like this in a few years.
I mean, these games you can play in 1080p, which is amazing. Consoles play 720p.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. I mean, someone also said here, Hadley73 said, not sure why they calling this a Steam box when entry level PC in a can sounds so much more marketable. So true, but then again, it does have the cons, which is amazing graphics cards and things that you would never have thought could have fit in such a small box.
Yeah.
It's just showing us how much technology evolved. I mean, but then again, this isn't really the Steam box. All in all, it's a joke, and I guess Valve just wants to get more money.
Yeah.
More people using, and console users to use their Steam.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
No, not really.
Do we have any questions? Because we're going to wrap this up.
No, none this week.
Okay. Well, that's it, guys. That's been a wrap for episode 8. We're all the more...
Did we hit an hour?
Yeah, we have. We have hit an hour. It's... I'm going to say this to the public, but at the beginning, you said that when my first episode with you was only 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And you didn't like it that much. I didn't like it either.
It wasn't that great.
It really wasn't that good. But I have to say that it's been an amazing adventure just to see how
Aww.
each episode evolves, and we're talking a lot more fluidly, and I guess we have a lot more stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
It's just been a better our listeners and views on YouTube and actually more on iTunes have
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm a lot more on iTunes than on YouTube.
It's boosted up like hell. I mean,
Subscribe.
so many people have it now on their iPods, which is pretty cool. It shows
Yeah.
you statistics actually on how many people actually. There's like a website where it shows you how many people actually download it, which is cool. But that's it. It's really cool. We're almost hitting 10 episodes. And actually 10 episodes doesn't sound a lot, but for a podcast it is.
Yeah.
A normal podcast which does it once its episodes once a week, reaches 40 episodes or 30 a year. We've been going for over 2 months.
What? Say that's what?
Yeah, no, 40 a year. Yeah.
One that does one episode a week.
Yeah, think about it. Well, no,
It's 40,
50. 40, 50. 40 or
50.
50.
50.
50.
It's 52 weeks in a year.
Yeah, so 52 episodes.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I mean that's I don't know. Are you having fun with this podcast?
Yeah.
All the way. Okay. Oh, any last words? Any final words? Where can they follow you on YouTube?
Just type in Megalogic HD and a mini Commander Shepard should pop up.
Yeah, exactly. This is a mini
Yeah,
logo
you're there.
on. Yeah. Oh, also, we have changed our YouTube channel look. Both
Yay!
Magic's channel and the Ragdoll Podcast channel, which is pretty cool. It looks, I guess, nice. I don't know.
I guess.
I guess. I mean, YouTube I've changed so many times now. It's.
Stupid. No, I'm joking.
But that's it, guys. Don't forget to rate, comment on the video.
Shiz.
Post your questions if you have any. We've been here for a lot of YouTubers lately. Actually, a lot of YouTubers have sent me private messages asking me if they could be on the show.
Really?
Yeah. I got 2 today. So, we're going to have a lot of guest hosts. We're also probably going to, which is pretty cool, I am going to say this, we're supposed to have in the next month, so that means in the next 3 or 4 episodes, we're going to have a developer from a game company on the show, which is
That'd be cool.
that will be cool. That will be cool. Wow, I can't even talk. That would.
What was that? Call.
Nonetheless, guys, don't forget to subscribe to us on iTunes and on YouTube. Bye.